What's up, everybody? Happy football. Welcome back. These first two games have been very exciting, and if it's any indication about week one, I can't wait for Sunday morning. Let's do a little recap. We picked Philly to win. It was close, but we got it. And then the Friday night game, we picked the Chargers to pull up the upset in Brazil, and it happened. Let's go. Overseas is for the underdogs, like I was saying. But one of our player props, Herbert, throwing less than 27 and a half passes. I didn't see that coming. I thought his back being hurt meant he wasn't going to throw the ball. Well, I was completely dead wrong on that. He threw and threw and threw. I think he had over 35 passing attempts, but he did pull out the win, so we got that. And then Quentin Johnston came through for us with quite a few catches in the first quarter. I told you he was going to be catching the ball. He ended up with 2 touchdowns, so let's go. And if you're following along, my safe same game parlay came through with Omarion Hampton, Kareem Hunt, Keenan Allen, and Lad McConkey. Let's go. So far, we're 2-0 on game picks, and we're 3-5 on prop bets. So that means we're up about 2 units. So we're making money. Let's go. This week's game picks, I'm going to just do a quick run through. For the first couple weeks until the teams settle in and I can start going over stats and everything about this season. The first couple weeks are kind of a crapshoot because, teams have changed. Schemes are a little bit different. We got different coaches. So for the first few weeks, we're going to let them settle in and kind of just, for me, I'm going to go for kind of a gut feel on these games. So starting it off, the Dolphins taking on the Colts. I really don't trust Miami this year. We'll have to see how Tua does. And without Tua, Miami struggles hard. And they lost they lost a few things. I think they lost a step or two. And the Colts have the most upside with the most changing things. I see good things in Indianapolis's future. So on that, we're going to stick with the Colts for the win. And then next we got the Steelers taking on the Jets. And this is a funny one because you got ex-Steelers quarterback playing for the Jets, and you got the ex-Jets quarterback playing for the Steelers. But on this one, I'm going to have to trust Mike Tomlin, and I think the Jets are a dumpster fire. So we're going to go Steelers for the win. Aaron Rodgers, you better not do me wrong. Next, we've got the Panthers heading to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Honestly, on this one, I don't trust Bryce Young at all. And I think the Jags have the most upside. So we're going with Jacksonville for the win. Next, we've got the Cardinals taking on the Saints. The Saints this year are another dumpster fire, in my opinion. So we're going to go with the Cardinals. Next, we've got the Giants taking on the Commanders. I think this is a no-brainer. You got Jaden Daniels using VR to simulate games. I feel like he's played this game already in VR a few times, so he's going to know what's going to be coming. So we're going to back Washington Commanders for the win. Next, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And honestly, I really don't trust Atlanta's offense, even though they have Bijan Robinson. I'm going to stick with the Buccaneers on this one. So Tampa Bay for the win. Next, we've got the Bengals taking on the Browns. And this is another one. I don't trust the Browns. Even with Shador and all that drama, no way. I'm steering clear of that. We're gonna stick with the Bengals. Hopefully, Burrow and the Bengals can come out and open up the season with a win. They generally have a history of starting off rough, but I think they're going to change that history this year and start the season off with a win. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. Shout out, let's go, call out. taking on the New England Patriots. Short and sweet. Raiders, baby. Raiders for the win. Next one, we've got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Hopefully, this is the return of a healthy Christian McCaffrey. We got Ricky Parcels, who's coming on his second year strong. Without Brandon Ayuk, I still think San Francisco can pull out the win. I just don't trust the Seahawks. And then we've got the Tennessee Titans going to Denver to take on the Broncos. Short and sweet, Bo Nix for the win, baby. Let's go Broncos. And then one of the best matchups of this weekend in the Lions heading to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Honestly, this might shock a few of you, but I'm going to back the Packers on this. I think Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, got his jersey up there. Even though he's not playing for the Raiders anymore, I'm still a fan. So on this one, I'm gonna back the Packers to come out in a divisional game and upset the Lions. Next, we've got the Houston Texans taking on the LA Rams. Honestly, seeing what I saw last year with CJ Stroud, and they don't have Stephon Diggs, I don't trust the Texans. So we're gonna stick with Rams for the win. And then the Sunday night matchup, the other beautiful matchup we have this week is the Ravens taking on the Bills. Will Lamar Jackson be better than Josh Allen? Who knows? But I have a feeling this is Josh Allen's year and the Buffalo Bills' year. They made a few changes on defense and a few changes on offense. I think they have more upside. We know what the Ravens are, but the Bills have made some changes, so I think those changes are going to work in their favor. We're taking Bills for the win. And then finally, the Monday night game, we've got the Minnesota Vikings heading to Chicago to take on Caleb Williams and those Bears. This one, I'm really hoping this is going to be J.J. McCarthy's year. After sitting out all year last year, getting to really study the playbook, I'm really excited to see what this kid's got. So we're going to back the Vikings for the win. I know, crazy, right? And hopefully these first two games are a good indication of how this week's going to go and how this season's going to go. I'm very excited. I'm like a kid. This is Christmas Eve, and I'm waiting for Christmas morning. Let's go. Football is back, baby. Hit that like, comment. Let me know who your favorite pick is. And as always, Raiders.